Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. So I've got a couple of questions about remote work or working from home. I thought I'd answer some of those. I've done a couple of videos. You can check out the playlist that I have on remote developer jobs, working from home, all that stuff. But one of the important things that I wanted to answer today was something that I think is critical if you're thinking about having a remote job. I know it seems awesome. It seems so great. It's not all it's cracked up to be for most people. But one of the main questions you need to be able to ask yourself is, am I disciplined enough to work from home? Because I find that most people are not. And this is a critical question. If you go back and you look at my career story, okay, you can check that out here. By the way, I need to do like part 8. I've been delaying on this. I don't know why. But if you look at it, you can see that I, at one point, for a long period of time, was not disciplined enough to work from home. When I did work from home, I was goofing off. I was not doing everything that I should. I was playing a little bit of online games. I was not focused in doing my work. I was not controlling my schedule well. I was working at nighttime and not working as many hours as I should, because it is hard. It is hard to be disciplined. In fact, I have to be even more disciplined now that I work from home and I work for myself, because I could literally do whatever I want. So instead, what I have to do is I have to plan out my schedule.
Tired of pushy recruiters sending you LinkedIn requests for jobs you have no interest in? Tired of blasting out resumes into the dark? If so, you should check out Hired.com. Hired.com flips job searching on its head by having top employers like Facebook come to you after you fill out one simple application. You also get your own job coach to help you on your next job search. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you at least fill out the application. Just go to Hired.com/simpleprogrammer, and when you get hired with Hired, you'll get double the normal sign-on bonus for using that link.
So this is a big question that you need to ask yourself. And if you're thinking about doing a remote job, doing a work from home job, you should probably try it out first. Maybe at your current job, like work from home one day. I'm sure you can get the boss to let you do that. You can have some kind of reason for doing that. And see how it goes. See how you handle that. If you could do that for a week, or you could do that on a trial basis, that's going to tell you a lot about yourself. You might not be as disciplined as you think. So let me talk a little bit about the kind of discipline that it takes, and a little bit about some of the illusions, what people think about working from home. So one of the things that I think a lot of people think about when they think about working from home is they think, okay, I can kind of play during the day, I can go to the coffee shop and do all this stuff, and then I'm going to, at night, I'll get my coding done, because that's when I like to code anyway, and I can just, work. I could work an hour here, maybe I could watch a television show, or play a little bit of Xbox, and then I'll work an hour there. It doesn't work like that. It just does not work like that for multiple reasons. One, it's a pipe dream. Your schedule doesn't work like that. You end up not working the hours that you expect to work. Two, the interruptions really kill you. And three, I would say that it's just that it's so hard to be disciplined if you don't have rules and routine in a schedule. If you're going by, I always talk about this idea of eliminating judgments from your day, right? I don't want to make judgment calls because I have bad judgment. I make bad judgment calls. I have weak willpower when it comes to making decisions, especially when I'm in an emotional state, or I don't feel good, or I don't feel the best. So I want to avoid that as much as possible, and I want to replace decision-making points in my life, in my day, with rules that clearly define what I'm supposed to do, right? You can check out my video, I eat one meal a day, on eating one meal a day. And it's real simple to do that. If you're fasting to 5, it's real simple if you just make that the rule, okay? Now, I'm not going to get into the details of why I do that. You can check out all the videos I've done talking about fitness and stuff, and you can check my results. It does well for me. But the point is that I have a rule, okay? I have a system in place, and then I do the same thing with my fitness, with my meals, right? All of these things, and with my work. So I have a schedule, I've got a routine. Even though I have the flexibility to do whatever I want during the day, and when I did work from home for someone else, I had the flexibility of doing all these weird things. I pretty much get up and I work 9 to 5, right? I mean, I wake up a little bit earlier. Usually my day is somewhere around like 7 a.m. till 3 when I hit the gym or I run. But that's my schedule. I keep it every day, even though I don't need to, right? It doesn't mean that I don't ever have exceptions. It doesn't mean that I don't ever take a day off or do something like that, or that I don't ever work at night. But in general, I have a schedule. So you have to really ask yourself the question of, first of all, do you have what it takes? Do you have the discipline to do that? And are you willing to essentially commit to a schedule? Because I've never seen someone who works from home, who works remotely, who doesn't have at least some schedule, at least some core hours that they're working, some system that they're using, be successful. I've seen a lot of people fail at that. So you really have to ask yourself, can you do that? Can you be focused, right? Can you avoid the distractions? Are you the kind of person that can sit and can work from home knowing that you've got an Xbox nearby that you could play? I don't know why I'm saying Xbox. Maybe it's a Nintendo Switch. I haven't been able to get a Nintendo Switch. I want a Nintendo Switch. It's so hard to get one. Damn it. But anyway, can you be distracted, right? Some people think they're going to watch TV while they're working. That doesn't work. Come on. You got to have that discipline. If you don't have the discipline, it's just not going to work out for you, and you're going to have a tough time doing it. So test it out. That's my advice. And think about this. Think about what it's like, okay, what it's going to be like working from home. And also check to see, have you had experiences like this where you failed, where you didn't have the discipline? If I go back and I take an honest look at my own life, like I said, I showed you my career story, I was a lazy fuck up. I screwed up. I did not have the discipline required in order to do it at that time. Now I've developed the discipline. Now I've forged, more discipline than most people that I know. But it took some time. It took some effort to actually do that and to really change my mindset. So if you don't have that mindset right now, doing a work from home job, although it might seem nice and everything, is probably going to screw you up. It's probably not the right move for you, aside from the social withdrawal that a lot of people experience. So it might not be all that it's cracked up to be. Again, it can be great if you have the discipline, especially if you're working a side business and you want to get that started up and you don't have to commute and you can stay home and work in your pajamas and you get your regular work done and then you work on your side business. If you got that discipline, and I had that for a while when I was creating all my Pluralsight courses and getting Simple Programmer off the ground and getting to the point where I could escape the rat race, that's great. But if you don't have it, you're going to be better off going into a system where someone else has set the rules for you, right? Most people can't handle freedom. I think I did a video on this, on the fact that most people can't handle freedom. So it's not to be mean, it's just to be honest, and you need to make an honest assessment of yourself. It's really important that you do that. Otherwise, you're just going to be hurting yourself, right? It doesn't mean that you can't develop the discipline, but you have to know where you are in order to get to where you want to be. All right, I hope that is helpful to you. Again, you can check out all my videos on remotely working and stuff like that at the playlist here. And if you haven't subscribed already, click that big subscribe button and you'll get all the videos that I make, about 2 to 3 a day. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.